but I'll do my best to keep it on a decent level. Anyways, with that said, as you can kind of see on your screen right there, and you probably heard, game number 1 has started, so real quickly want to go over what is going to be going on today. Let me change the graphics. There we go. All right, so our first match of the day, as you can see on your screen, it is going to be Ready for a Miracle versus Locomotives here in our losers bracket round of 2 matchup. So let me go ahead and rejoin real quickly as a result of it not working the first time, unfortunately. Anyways, so we're going to be covering, this is a loser bracket round 2 matchup. As always, here with HoN Tour, as far as how it works. For those I already see in questions in chat about, wait, where's TMSR versus Stinger? Why don't you guys know that? Those matches don't happen until later on today. The winner bracket semifinals do not happen until later on today. So we're starting with losers bracket round of 2. It was either this match, or Masked Muchachos versus Lion Esports Club is the other match, of course. And I believe that's going to be covered by Coolcast. So for those that are interested, can definitely pop that up as well to watch both series. But we're going to be covering Ready for a Miracle versus Locomotives. And also, to start it off right off the bat, I am going to be doing a solo cast here, at least to get things started off. So to get that out of the way as well. Now, as you can see, we already are starting to pick up here now. For those tuning in, you may say to yourself, okay, Locomotives we know a bit about. They've been around. Although the roster has kind of completely changed even to an extent. They've been cycling through players and whatnot. And also, Chu, that is not actually Chu. That is Jolim. He is known to troll. So, but just to clarify that too, as I know a lot of people are going to be bringing that up. And like, oh my god, Chu's back. But no, that actually is Jolim. So, but Ready for a Miracle, these guys, they ended up finishing as the runner-up in the gold cycle for cycle number 1, losing to 007 in the end. But again, second play finished in gold. Here they are in cycle number 2, and here they are going to still stay in Diamond as a result of where they were placed. Now, I say that because now they got matched up against Too Much Sugar in the first round. They ended up losing that 2 games to nothing. Although they gave them some tough competition, at least in the second game, from what I heard. They did end up getting a forfeit win in the first round, though, the losers bracket. So, thankfully for their sake, maybe they might have won anyways. But they got a nice ride right there. So they're gonna at least stay in Diamond. Will they be able to move on here? They got a tough challenge in Locomotives. But we have covered these Ready for a Miracle guys before. And again, you might even recognize some of the names over here between Adro, No Shit, Mikey Man, Messera, and Baltazar. So, again, looking forward to seeing what they bring to the table here against Locomotives. Also, quite popular names on their side as well. So, anyways, we're progressing well into this game. Let's go ahead and look at what we're actually dealing with here. So, as far as the bands win, I did have to rejoin, so there's 2 banned left, but you have Scout, Parasite, Tempest, and Pebbles are going to be the bands coming out here. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, the Pebbles one especially. Again, it's definitely from team to team, give and take. I don't know who banned the Pebbles, so it'd be hard to say exactly. But Pebbles is definitely a dangerous hero in that ganking role as far as a solo goes. So again, it's not out of the question as to why on earth would you ban Pebbles, but it's going to be banned here. And now, speaking of bands, so moving to the next tier bands, but actually, let's look at the picks first. We got Engineer, Rally, and Ophelia managing to be picked up here. On the Legion side, they actually got the Ophelia last pick over there. Then you had Lodestone, Glacius, and Deadwood coming out from our Hellborn side. So, Ready for a Miracle managing to get Ophelia picked up with their 3rd and final pick before the second tier of bands come out. So, interesting stuff right there. But, of course, I almost said TMSR, but that's because Panty's tagged up as that. But Locomotives over here, you got Glacius picked up and considered to be solid against both Rally and Ophelia, for that matter. So perhaps they're just fine giving that up, or I guess they kind of have to be. In this case, they did get Lodestone themselves, though. And obviously, Lodestone brings a lot to the table. And then on top of that, you have Deadwood coming out here as the final pick, actually, by Locomotive. So valuing the Deadwood here, as far as their initial picks go. Into the next tier of bands, you had Fade, Bubbles, Wild Soul, Wretched Agnymphora, and Master of Arms coming out as the next tier of bands happen. Look at that real quickly. I mean, you noticed a couple of your suicide options, some solid support, kind of a mix of it all when it comes down to it. So, guy, I think it's safe to say I'm spoiled by having Swinomelons on yesterday, especially the cast, especially with the picking stage. Dude, I would love to have him on as a player like that on every single game, as far as what it comes down to. I believe that they are scrimming right now, even though they're not playing, so that's why, unfortunately, he wasn't going to be able to join us here for this cast, but dude definitely knows the stuff. And again, you know, watching them play as far as from the selection screen, it's not that that's a secret necessarily, but it was definitely cool to kind of get that first-hand insight of really what goes through the head of just an awesome drafter on the competitive scene. So, you know, I'm kind of sitting here trying to see exactly what's going on, trying to see through the eyes of Swindlemouth. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. There's a reason why, you know, he's considered one of the best. So, but you do see, obviously, pick it up here as far as the picks go. So we got Warbeast is going to be coming out for Ready for a Miracle. Aluna is the response there from our Hellborn team from Locomotive. So valuing the Aluna support here, which also shows that they're more than likely going to be running that 2-2-1 setup, or actually could even possibly be a trial lane, depending on even what the final pick is here. So we'll see what that comes out to. But back to Ready for a Miracle. Going to be finishing off strong. Next, you could probably take a look. How do they do in... that's right. They played public matches for their Cycle 2, so it wasn't recorded in here. You see for Gold Cycle 1, though, how they did, and you kind of go through their players. Even. So who picked up what? Looks like, yep, he's their Suicide player, so going to be playing the Warbeast here. Not bad, not bad. Baltazar is their mix of carry. Looks like actually their carry player. 476 GPM average, not bad. Alright, Demented Shaman going to be picked up here as the final pick from RFaM. Corrupted Disciple, the quick response once again, coming out from Locomotive. So that's how our 5-man lineups are going to look on either side. Demented Shaman pick up. I'm sitting here trying to think, okay, so what are we probably going to see over here? It's probably going to be the Engineer Rally, you know, Warbeast Suicide, Demented Shaman short, and then of course Ophelia in the jungle. So going the Demented Shaman pickup here. Definitely can bring the minus armor for Warbeast. Can also assist with that great push potential with Warbeast and Ophelia. So yeah, definitely as you kind of add it up, it actually makes more and more sense when it comes down to it. As far as what we're probably going to be seeing here from Ready for a Miracle, what their ideas at least. So the Corrupted Disciple final pick, however, you know, with that electric tie, can be decent for creep clearing, as well as just a solid carry. Are we going to see something interesting here? They are all clumped up, moving immediately down towards the bottom lane. Oh, let me change the interface actually real quickly. Booyah! There we go. I think we might be seeing something here. Is it actually going to be happening? The pain train's coming. They're going to be scouted, though, by the Wolves here. If they actually go for it. Okay, yeah, they're not going to go for it. Yeah, it's not a team that really screams level 1 Congors, so I'm just going to be interested if they actually went for that. But nope, just trying to work as a team, find a gank here in the jungle, but unfortunately their plans are going to be foiled as they run into the Hellhound right there. And it looks like the Legion side, Ready for a Miracle, will be fine in the end. So as far as War to Sight goes, you see Panty initially put it on the War to Sight down here, or over here. By the way, with that said, Panty, he was initially on Team SR's roster for Cycle number 1 as a 6th player, but obviously he's found a place here in Locomotives, at least for now. Again, this team has been going through a bit of roster switches here and there, so we'll continues onward, but for now, that is the case. Are they going to be running an aggressive trial in here? That would be something. Yeah, no, they're not. Just simply. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, guys. Choose a great guy. Choose a great guy. But unfortunately, he's not back playing Heroes of New Earth. He's playing too much Hearthstone. I know that for a fact. He's been streaming a mass amount of Hearthstone lately. The trading card game from Blizzard over there. Anyways, we are going to be seeing at least a gank here to start things off at the bottom lane, so they're going to go aggressive. Look at this adjustment, though. We're ready for a miracle. They sent a Warbeast to the bottom lane. That means Demented Shaman going to end up mid, and then you have the aggressive dual lane top with Engineer Rally, and Ophelia's actually going to make her way to the jungle, so it's going to end up being a pseudo tri-lane up there. So, Ready for a Miracle, seeing that, seeing what Locomotives is going to be planning to do. Obviously, this War to Sight, I'm sure that gave them plenty of information that they needed, and so they make the adjustment accordingly. So, well played by Ready for a Miracle. Warbeast obviously just going to have to sit back and use those Hellhounds. maybe pull some creep waves or whatnot, but in the end, Glacius and Luna, instead they're going to roam towards the middle lane. Demented Shaman saw that, though. Again, he's got that ward side top, but in the meantime, Corrupted Disciple is going to be taken out. Big start there for Ready for a Miracle. I don't know if Jolin just simply got caught off guard or whatnot. Obviously got that kind of halfway through, but they got him out of position. The Vagabond leader minion from Ophelia comes in for that level 1 gank. And with Rally and Engineer there, I mean, that is a tough combination to get away with. Obviously, Corrupted Disciple doesn't really have that escape mechanism by any means. So, good start here for our Legion team. Looking strong. Again, just because this is one of your newer teams on the scene, as far as we don't know too much about them. Like I said, they finished second place in the Gold Division, and they had a pretty good game against TMSR, who's looking great lately. So I would not be surprised to see some just great play overall from these guys, but not to get too ahead of ourselves. Loco is a very solid team. Look at this, actually. Ophelia! Oh my god, Ophelia's going to barely survive. No, the Parathos snipes her out. Oh, she got caught in the jungle. The conduit was applied, and now here we go with the Luna and Glacius. So kind of turning on and Ready for a Miracle right there. Well played by Locomotives. You'll see the Vagabond leader going to be frozen, and that's definitely what helps Glacius be so good against Ophelia right there, the extra duration. And they get the easy kill on the Vagabond leader, so well played by Jolin there, getting some revenge. Happens to find Ophelia in that jungle. I didn't necessarily pay attention to that, but I would assume he had upwards. He probably had even the 10 charges right there. I mean, he was hitting freaking hard by the end right there. Middle lane in the meantime, Haystream picked up by Glacius. Demented Shaman, Baltasar in trouble right here. Puts the Entangle onto Deadwood. Does he have a healing wave? He's already used it. Can he actually get away? He has some tree eaters. He needs to see some trees right here. Gonna do one right there. He's somehow still alive. One more second on the healing wave. Oh, he cannot get it off in time. And he will end up falling. Even if he got the healing wave off, it probably still wasn't death, but good chase happening right there in favor of the Hellborn team. And now Glacius actually going to set up a gank once again. He has a freeze. Cannot use that Compel. Not enough mana anyways on Rally. Nice Kegstone though. It stops both Luna and Corrupted Disciple. The Parathos still connects. Rally is going to survive in the end though. Great Kegstone coming out right there from Adro. Wasn't for that placement. That probably was a dead Rally, so helps keep him alive there. Well played. I think my game sounds might be a little too low. I'm going to turn them up here just a little bit. Let me know if that's actually too much for you guys or not. Uh-oh, Panty's in trouble. Turret is going to connect, do some damage. Not enough for a kill, though. Rally kind of turned on quickly right there, but he knew something was up. Corrupted Disciple was starting to push up, and then Glacius obviously happened to be there. So now, despite the early adjustment from Ready for a Miracle, sending what eventually was the pseudo tri-lane top, you know, Warby's at the bottom lane. Obviously, Locomotives responded very well themselves, and sure enough, have that 2-to-1 hero kill lead now. Let's kind of break it down to see how things are going. Warby's actually going at it with Loso right here. He has another head smash. There's going to be the kill. I was going to say, you need to be really careful. Good job using the mana battery. Fitbelly, I believe he even had 10 charges right there, or close to it on that mana battery. He went in initially with no mana, so maybe Warby thought he was going to be fine, but obviously, using the mana battery, gets enough mana for the head smash, and we all know how much damage that ability can do. I stress it every single time. We see this here. Corrupted Disciple channeling the conduit. Is it going to be channeled? Yeah, 6 charges right now. Not going to be able to chase him down, though. And Rally, that is, so he gets away before. But yeah, breaking it down. I mean, Warby 17-6. Lowstone 27-3 at the bottom lane, as well as the hero kill. What about this middle lane? How's that going? 12-8 Demented. 21-10 Deadwood. And then Corrupted Disciple, 12-10 against a 6-3, now 7-3 Rally. All across the board. It is every single lane is being won right now by the Hellborn team. And a lot of that has to do with the roaming Glacius especially. He's been roaming between the middle and the top lane. Penny, or Sequence, playing the Glacius, doing a great job. Penny as well on that Luna. Obviously the initial roam, and at that top lane now. And then Fitbelly, doing what he does best too. Doing very well in the suicide lane here. You know, it's fun seeing those transitions, especially from season to season. Again, Fitbelly, known as one of the better carries, even last season. HoN Tour Season 1, but obviously this time around changed to that suicide role. So he had one of the higher GPMs of anyone last season. A lot of that carry role that he played. Glacius in the meantime in the middle lane gets comboed by Demented and Ophelia. Good catch right there. Sequence just gets caught out of position. Maybe didn't expect Philly to be there, but Philly using another Vagabond leader with that set to get another kill. So fan of those Vagabond leaders, obviously great for farming as well with that that nuke that it has. Regen room picked up by Dimension Shaman. Of course, Warbase going to spam that battle cry, level 3 battle cry here. He's over to the Ancients, so look at the adjustment made by RFaM. They actually send Rally to the bottom lane. As Deadwood takes out Baltzar in the middle lane, though. Falcon Punch used right there, so it looks like he just got the combination. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, Fabelli going in, Shadowstorm connected. Keg's not going to be thrown out right there just in case, but Fabelli did not dive, realizing he wasn't going to be able to get the kill in the end. He still might be able to. Rally needs to be really careful right here. A rocket drill on top of a head smash. Yeah, there's the rocket drill. There's the head smash! Oh, no shit, man. He ain't giving a shit, but he probably should have given 2 shits right there, because that was a bad spot to be in. I mean, it was pretty predictable, too. I mean, I'm sitting here even saying, what are you doing, man? I mean, he's using those bottle charges. The cooldowns are not the longest. Kegstun was maybe just coming up, but even if he threw the Kegstun as soon as he initiated in, I mean, still would have been very, very close, so yeah, unfortunate for Rally right there. Top lane in the meantime, War Beast going at it with Corrupted. Corrupted diving in with that conduit. Charges adding up. He has Luna assisting. The charge is continuing to add up. Metamorphosis not enough right there. Luna comes in with a stun at the last second. Catches Messera off guard. It ends up being another kill. Locomotives getting the train going, man. And it, I don't know if it's going to be stopping anytime soon. We'll see if RFaM can slow it down. They got the Bloodlust kill initially, off to a great start, but ever since then, it's just been all in favor of Locomotives. In fact, this top tower now, it's going to also be dropped right here.
Takes down a Legion tower.
So all of a sudden, you're looking at a 4,100 gold lead as well as a 3,000 experience lead. Middle lane in the meantime, Baltzar in trouble. Nice Kegstone once again, saving it for now. Nice kill on a Deadwood right there. Ophelia came in with the Catman Champion and the Skeleton King. Turret hits Glacius initially, does a lot of charges, slowing him down vastly. And now Sukin's also going to be picked off. So 2 kills happening there for RFaM. Well played. Good assistance from Ophelia. That's exactly what they need. Again, losing all 3 lanes, I mean, they needed something big, and Ophelia was going to be that, as well as making the changes. And, I mean, so far, Mikey Man here on Ophelia, upwards of 300 gold per minute, so he's 2-1-2. Very involved in all 4 kills, in fact. For his team, as you can see right there, so that's good news, but at the same time, you do look at that gold per minute chart, and that's pretty intimidating. Even with those kills happening right there. You got Corrupted, Lowstone, and Deadwood. All in those front lines. You see Deadwood right here. Bottle, Power Supply, Steam Boots picked up. He's got his early items. They're going to go for another kill at the bottom lane. Rally needs to be careful once again. Lowstone ready. Rally hugging the tower, though. Sitting in the forest. He knows something's up. I don't know if they spotted. Yeah, they did spot Deadwood, it looks like, with that ward aside, so he knows what's a-coming. Deadwood in the meantime in the middle lane. Glacius and Aluna doing plenty of damage. He's going to fall back before a kill happens, but even without Deadwood right there. Here we go. Initiation auto. Rally right here. Rally going to compel away, though. They're going to go for the counter kill. Seismic Side won't connect. Loso pretty tanky, though. He's going to survive this for now. Shadowstorm is up. He's tanking the damage. The explosion happens, and he will fall in the end after that, so he gets some damage off himself, but Loso goes down. Great response, and guess what? Again, Ophelia's there, setting up the counter gank. Mikey Man even getting the kill. He is the MVP, no doubt so far, for RFaM at least. In the meantime, though, Deadwood chasing out Engineer. Kegstun is going to push him away. Beautiful Kegstun once again. Adro lining those up very nicely. Storyfooted out in trouble on Deadwood, or is he? He still wants the skill. Falcon punch on a Rally. Rally's going to end up falling. The Catman Champion just can't do enough. The nuke as well missing, and actually Deadwood will get away in the end. Is he going to chase Ophelia? Nope, no he's not. So Rally overstepping his boundaries a little bit too much right there. And in the end does fall. Deadwood's still looking for more blood though. Storyfighter just roaming around, man. He's he doesn't even care about the lane anymore. He just wants to roam around, look for kills. I mean, during this whole time, Glacius and Aluna have kind of taken over the middle lane, while Storyfighter's just kind of strolling around, looking for kills, and he is 2-1-1 now. But seems like he's heading back middle now, however. Aluna, meanwhile, oh my god, is she actually going to die the Entangle? Yes, the Entangle's going to finish her off. That was an excellent play right there. Demented Shaman using the Wolves right next to Aluna, and I'm sure, obviously, Warby is doing the micro of the Wolves to make sure that they were next to her to actually throw out the healing bomb, or healing wave bomb, to actually do some good damage. That on top of the Entangle, the auto attacks, enough to get the kill. So she got the haste room, but obviously sacrificed her life in the process. So well played right there between Baltazar and Macera. I love that name, man, Baltazar. I know I've said that before. It's a fun name, though. Baltazar. I think I looked it up even, what it was. It's like this Irish dude. What is it? Baltazar. Yeah, this guy. This guy's apparently Baltazar. I don't know if that shows up for you guys. Oh, I thought it was something more like epic than that. Baltazar. But just that.
All right, let's get it on.
All right, here we are, though. Move back from the pause. So protecting Rally now here at the bottom lane, trying to pick up his farm. Not even at 200 gold per minute yet. He's no shit has had a struggling time. 0-2-2 here. Lodestone coming back in. That just taking some harassment, but Lodestone thinking about making the half, but needs to be careful. Ophelia's coming in with the Catman and double Minotaur. Lodestone might be in trouble. He has that Rocket Show. Gonna head smash right there initially. He has the Rocket Show. Gonna go. Nice! Skeleton King net though coming out. Here's the Kexon. Good dodge. Capel comes out. The Minotaur's running in. One Minotaur's done. The second Minotaur's done. The Shadow Storm is up though. He's taking all this damage. He's gonna be exposed now. He will fall in a beautiful energy field as well. Blocks out Corrupted and Glacius as they port in. Minotaur's still chasing. Glacius in trouble. Glacius is gonna fall right there. And here we go with the ulti for Morbius. Nice Capel forwards. The Kexon on top end. Jolem will go down as well. A hat-trick coming out for the team of RFaM. Demented Shaman gets picked off in the middle lane. During that, at least Locomotives get something out of it. It looks like Devil getting credit for the kill right there. But well played by our Legion team. And now they're going to push this bottom tower, and you look at them push. Ophelia minions, the battle cry level 4 now. A lot of damage coming out quickly. And this is going to be an easy tower. Easy tower kill in favor of the Legion team. Orby's going to fall back before too much else happens. You see Glacius and Lodestone coming back into the lane. Hungry Spirit just purchased, so well on his way to his Bissell Skull now. Warbeast sitting upwards of 300 gold per minute. Again, wasn't having the best of starts, just no one really was here on this Legion team, especially with the laning phase. But they've recovered. They've definitely recovered, and what happened at the bottom lane completely, you can say turn things around. I mean, you look at the lead now, 1,200 gold lead, 1,500 experience lead in favor of Ready for a Miracle. So now Corrupted Disciple at the same time, though. He's got the early Energizer. Working on most likely that Firebrand now. So, I've always talked about that with Corrupted Disciple. What kind of build makes sense to go on him. Seems like he's going to be going more the earlier damage build with perhaps a quicker Geometer's Bane, which I guess it's not necessarily actually true by any means. I mean, it could be going on something like a Frostburn too. No, Frostburn could tend to be a choice for Corrupted as well. Shrunken Head here, I mean, there's plenty as usual that I would do, and again, you talk about the mobility from Corrupted, allowing him to channel that conduit effectively. And also stay close with the Overload active, getting range for the Electric Tide and whatnot to Static Discharge, but not going to be going for that here, it looks like, at least initially. I think in this game there's a lot of physical presence as well, so maybe that's where the Geometer's Bane can make a little bit more sense. Deadwood in the meantime in the middle lane, he's going to be collapsed on. So you see RFaM, they're starting to get the group up ganks going. We got Ophelia, Demented, and Engineer all right there, collapsing onto Deadwood. Glacius in the background, going to freeze one of the Minotaurs, but quickly run away because he's in trouble. Actually, Rally running with a Haste Rune. Oof. Sequence just out of range.
The Legion takes down a Hellborn Tower!
Right there. And middle tower will fall. So 14.5 minutes in. This is, you look at this lineup. Ophelia, Warbeast, Demented Shaman. A lot of push potential. Rally in the middle lane. Nice summer there from Melina. Gonna save sequence for now. Big dive for Ready for Miracle. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it. They need to be careful. Corrupted Disciple porting in Lowstone here as well. Rally now in trouble. Unbreakable supply. They get the tower kill, but at what cost right here? No shit, trying to survive. The power throw connects. The Unbreakable heals him though. The Homecoming Stone, and he will be successful. And the rest of them will get away, so it ends up working out beautifully there for RFaM. Nobody dies, they get the tower kill, and they got the resources used by Locomotives to port to the middle lane. and defended the best they could. So the dive, it got scary there for a second. They wanted to really kill that Glacius. They got so tunnel vision, but in the end, they survive. Firebrand just finished by Corrupted Disciple. So again, we'll see if he maybe goes a Frostburn route. Could even be the Searing Light, actually. As well as the eventual Dawnbringer. Of course, but... Oh no, as far as what would make sense to me, it's again, I mean, you are dealing with the Engineer, though, so that's where the Shrunken Head would be beneficial. But if he's not going to be going the Shrunken Head route, I think with the way this game is going, you, not only got the Frostburn just to bulk up. I mean, I guess Geometer's Bane actually wouldn't be the worst either. I think Searing Light would be a little risky here. I still think the Shrunken Head, actually, the more I think about it, might be the best route in the end, especially with the way this game is going for Corrupted Disciple, but... Yeah, we'll see what Jolem decides to go for. Or Fake Chew. Rowley wants to make something happen in the middle lane. He's got support nearby. Can they initiate Deadwood? Deadwood has a portal key, but of course that Compel will stop the portal key use. And Demented Shaman's kind of here, but Deadwood, oh, Deadwood's in trouble. Deadwood's in a lot of trouble. Compel comes out. Can they follow this up? Seismic Slam hits. Can they get here in time? In comes Engineer. You see the Rotten Crafts going up, but yes, they easily can. Down falls Deadwood. So Stroy Fighter saw that coming for a while. And sure enough, he gets picked off, and here comes the push once again by Ready for a Miracle. They're going to push now this middle tower. You see Corrupted Disciple, he's counter pushing top lane, going to TP back. Everyone else TPing back. Demented Shaman with the Nope's Wisdom, by the way. So assisting with that, getting some armor for the team. See the tower falls right there. Melee racks dropping. Here we go, the low zone jumping in. Shadow Storm Explosion going out for the energy field put up, though. Ophelia's touch going out. The Belly's going to be bursted out shortly after. As what's exposed right there. Deadwood's still dead, by the way. Buyback by Fibelli right there. Melee rack still dropping. Corrupted Disciple up at the front lines. Already used this conduit. Looking to chase back Warbase. Not going to happen, though. Engineer being slowed. Engineer might fall right here. He's going to take a healing wave, but in the end, might be best to just distract, if anything. Nice Kegstone once again from Edge. Oh, and he gets ported back. Beautiful. I didn't even notice that buff was on him. Beautiful getaway from Ready for a Miracle. They all escape in the end. So the tower falls. The Melee Rax does survive. Got a good amount of damage on it, though. We'll see if they can capitalize and eventually finish off here quickly. But well played. So, you know, one thing that Swinnamelons really stressed yesterday was the fact that if you're going to be pushing into the base, you know, it really comes down to just as teams. If you need to get all those support items together. You need to get the support items, the barrier item, the astrolabe, the tablets, you know, the items that support one another. And you look across the board, I mean, the tablet was just finished, so she really didn't have it there, but she has the Ring of Sorcery, they have the astrolabe, they got the Gnome's Wisdom, they got the Abyssal Skull. So even some stacking kind of going on over there. But they have those aura items, they have those team support items. And, you know, definitely helping them in terms of pushing into the base right there. On top of the Plated Greaves, obviously, from Ophelia, so... Now with the Tablet of Command, it looks like Demented Shaman might even be working for a Arcana here into the eventual Hellflower. So, wants to get the Hellflower route again. Demented Shaman not necessarily getting the biggest farm in the game, so at the same time you could say, you know, why not the Sheepstick, but again, it's Hellflower does ultimately still have the better build-up, you can argue, with the 3 Arcanas. That still exists. Choosing to go that route. And it looks like Jolem is agreeing now. He's going to pick up the Mighty Blade. And whether or not it's just a change of heart, or that maybe that was his plan all along. I mean, nothing wrong with going the Firebrand. Initially, of course, to boost your farm up, but he needs that Shrunken Head. That's far more evident, especially that energy field. Just really annoying to deal with without a Shrunken. So top tower falls right there. Portal key picked up by Engineer. That's when you know things are pretty damn good for you. When your main support Engineer can pick up that portal key. Pre-20 minutes into the game. You got Warbeast, the Abyssal Skull. Shrunken Head is getting closer. So he didn't even have that Shrunken Head that last fight. They don't have the barrier idol yet. In fact,
Legion Tower.
Warbeast is the only one with the Mystic Vestments. I mean, you look at this Hellborn team, it doesn't scream immense magic damage. Granted, Corrupted Disciple is putting out a good amount with that said, but at the same time, also being physical, and then his auto attacks is physical, of course, so Yeah, I don't think a barrier idle is 100% necessary by any means, but yeah, that's what I'm most stressed yet today. Just if you really want to break through, that makes sense to go for that. So that's where you can say maybe Dimension Shaman after that Gnome's Wisdom. Maybe that barrier idle could have been a better choice right here. But here we go. The initiation from Loco jumping. Jumping on Ophelia by herself. Will get the kill eventually. Ophelia's touch was used. Engineer kind of spread out for the team. Engineer field. Nice unbreakable at the last second. Corrupted Disciple taking out the energy field. Warby's chasing in the background. Will get the kill on Luna. Corrupted Disciple the charges. He's at 10 charges. He falls shortly after that. The Capel will finish him off. Warby's wants more blood. He's diving into the base very deep. I don't know what Masera's thinking right here. Masera going balls to the wall. Wants to kill the Rax in the end. He's going to suicide himself to do so. Rally also assisting right there just to make sure. Can he actually get away now? He does have a Capel, and Engineer goes the other direction. Loso, though, has a rocket show. Nice portal key from Atro, though, and he will be fine. So the suicide to kill the melee Rax. I mean, they got that fight overall is a little uncoordinated there. The initiation was interesting. I mean, Fabelli went basically just for a solo Ophelia. Ended up picking her off right off the bat, despite she got the touch off, but got her killed by herself. And then energy field off to the side as well. The Hellborn team seemed like they dove into it. Or maybe they just got caught in it as well. Maybe the portal key energy field was placed by Engineer, but nonetheless, the end result was a one fight there for RFaM. As far as the melee racks being destroyed. Were there any buybacks? Yeah, there were a couple buybacks actually. Well, one buyback. Deadwood bought back, but the Bellies was from earlier, the previous fight. At least I believe Deadwood bought back that fight. So you see Corrupted Disciple, offensive Storm Cloud coming out. That's dangerous. Their armor's going to start dropping here. They are going to jump in aggressively though. Dimension Shaman taking the front. The Astral IPO coming out. They're not going to be able to survive that. Who will eventually go down. Tower falls as well, but the energy field is up. Warby's running away in ulti form. Here comes Raleigh though. Down goes Corrupted Disciple. Again, the minus armor was on them for basically that whole fight. And I'm sure that helps big time here for the Legion team. Warby's thinking about coming back, and Warby's just running this whole time. He does not really want to initiate, and he's not going to have ulti form anymore. So I don't know about that. I feel like he might have been able to make something happen, but you know, was just a little worried. Communication right there was maybe a little mixed. Raleigh was feeling fine throughout all that, but Warby's did not want to invest his fight. And you know, he is getting very close to that shrunken head, so I can see where he's thinking with that perhaps. But they got the kill on Corrupted Disciple at least. They're ready for a miracle. Happy with that, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, the shrunken head, it's like, yeah, I understand that it's not the best against heroes like War Beast, Demented Shaman even, but the energy field alone, I mean, you could, that's always stressed so much, that the energy field alone is such a powerful ability to go up against. And again, just how Corrupted Disciple works with his mobility. He wants to be able to stay close to you. He wants to be able to get in those fights and kind of move around quickly. The Shrunken Head will allow for that. It prevents the crowd control for the most part, and it prevents, you know, the energy field from being useful against him. So, yes, there's still the Skeleton King net and things like that, but I don't know. What did he buy? He just bought something. I wasn't paying attention to that. Shrunken Head just finished on a War Beast with that said. Second Arcana is actually getting close to Demented Shaman, so he's well on his way to the Hellfire here. Corrupted Disciple is overall at Thompson Farm. What did he buy, actually? Was it the Warhammer, perhaps? It's probably the Warhammer. So the Shrunken Head is probably going to be coming up here for Corrupted, as their top tower is going to be pushed in now pretty aggressively. It's going to be easy fall, and they're going to try to counter push out of the lane. The middle lane tower being pushed in by the Hellborn team right here. See, they're porting away, though. Realizing that probably needs to defend their base, because Legion team going to be looking to push in right here. Again, plenty of utility across the board. Ophelia especially bringing that to the table. No barrier, I don't know nothing in the makings of a barrier either, so not going to have that here, but see Lodestone with that portal key, ready to jump in, as well as Deadwood, also with a Soulsborg. So Legion team, though, not going to push it. So you know what? We got you to port back. We're fine with that. Golem does finish the Shrunken Head, by the way.
Fire in the hole!
Looking to finish at least the Hellflower here. Maybe a Soul's Bulwark also. Yeah, definitely a Soul's Bulwark actually would be beneficial too for the Legion team. I'm sure Warbeast perhaps gonna look to go that next in line here. And I think, okay, yeah, she just buys a Trinket of, well, what is that called actually? Not the Trinket of Restoration, the what is that called? Refreshing Ornament. That's what it's called. Anyways, build up towards that barrier idol, so looks like that is going to be happening now. And there's, okay, Soul's Bulwark actually on Rally just delivered, so never mind about Warbeast picking up the Soul's Bulwark. Going to be on Rally here. Interested now to see what Warbeast goes, maybe. As a result, him not going that Soul's Bulwark here. You know, there's definitely routes like the Brutalizer route, but you know, without the increased attack speed for something like Demonic Breastplate, you'd argue it's not as, well, you can argue that it isn't as efficient, but you can argue that might not be worth it if that's the case. But what do you go instead is the question. Could be something like a Behemoth Sart, but that wouldn't be as much as the immediate impact maybe they're looking for. Granted, again, I don't think they're in a rush by any means either. I mean, they could group together and look to push into the base, but they're not really in the biggest rush. I mean, Corrupted Disciple, it is buying more time for him to get further farm, but when you have a Warbeast, you have a solid late game team overall with Dementia Shaman, Warbeast, Ophelia. Whoa, what the hell just happened? My game just froze on me. What? This is awkward. Alright, well, I'm gonna restart it real quickly, I guess, because I have no clue what happened. So, we'll be right back. Darn HoN. Breaking on me. There's no fight. There was a pick on Ophelia right there, as we did see at the last second. For whatever reason, it decided to crash on me. There we go. Huh. I've never really had that happen before. That was really weird. It's like a random freeze. Anywho, hopefully you didn't miss too much there. As far as action goes, who am I joining off? This guy. First load for the win. Alright, get back in here ASAP. And we'll get back in the game. I'll switch it over once we're actually in. So don't worry, I know the screen is not showing it yet.
Captain's pick.
Okay, there we go. Should be good now. In game, booyah. Oh, they even paused for me. How nice. Look at these nice players here. Even pausing for us. Alright. So, does it look like... Oh, we did miss something. The Disciple died. That's kind of big. Looks like he died over here at the Kongor pit. So that's unfortunate we missed that, but... that's a big deal. After they picked off Ophelia, it looks like. Is Kongor actually that? No, that's just bugged right there. It's like, what the hell? He's almost dead. Kill him. So with that Corrupted Disciple kill, gonna open up a easy Kongor? I mean, they're not really doing it, though. They're kind of... He's cleaning up the Ancients. Yeah, they're not going to do it in the end. Corrupted Disciple's going to be back up by now. And here we go to Kongor. Apparently has infinite life. You see right here, I don't know why. Random bug there, but not gonna kill Kongor by any means. Just Gonna say hello to him. They're gonna jump in the middle lane though. Here we go. The initiation. Corrupted at sidewalk. Getting dropped quickly. He will shirking ahead though. Turn it around. He's gonna look through this around. Conduit being channeled. Los on the beautiful initiation with that Shadow Storm. Will it be enough? That was the question. Demented Shaman's gonna end up falling actually. Look at Warbeast though. He is hunting. He is trying to chase down Corrupted, and I believe he'll get it. Yes, he will finish off Corrupted. His teammates though are falling. Engineer goes down, and now Ophelia running away. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange actually in favor of the Hellborn team. But obviously it was in favor of Ready for a Miracle right there when you do look at the numbers. So well played on their part. Will they actually go for the Congo now? Probably not. Again, they are down 2 players. Even with that Corrupted kill. Morbius thinking about it, and no, not going to happen. There's a ward of sight here, placed by Penny. So, okay, going back in though. So, Hellborn team, they are very aware of this, of what actually is going to be going on here. Be able to stop it though. I mean, with that Corrupted Disciple, they do lose out on a lot, and they don't really have cooldowns either. I mean, no Falcon Punch even, no Shadow Storm just yet. But it is enough to scare off Ready for a Miracle. They were doing it, but yeah, it would have been really close. Pretty risky too. And again, if you're RFaM here, you're not in necessarily the biggest hurry. So as long as you don't give up a counter Conqueror now, then I think this is fine. But if Locomotives can manage to actually sneak in here, that could mean something. Yeah, the Dimension Shaman going for the Hellfire, that is a little... I don't know if that was necessary by any means. Maybe would have liked to see something like another tablet. Even him going for that Varietal Straight or something else. But here we are going to initiate once again on Corrupted Disciple. Being jumped by Raleigh. And again, he'll be bursted down. You see right there, the energy field. He couldn't get the Shrunken Head off. And I don't know if he was actually Hellfiring it off, but I don't think he was. But anyways, wasn't able to get it off. In the meantime, Loso now on the run. He too is going to be taken out. Off to the side over here, we see Dimension Shaman going at it with Deadwood right here. Kind of blanking on names, but yeah, the Hellfire was used on Deadwood. So for whatever reason, Nolan was not able to get that Shrunken Head off. Energy field kind of caused some issues, and he eventually falls. So Luda gets picked off. 3 players dead once again like that. Now, what do you do if you're RFaM? It looks like they're going to go straight for the base, so they're not interested in Kongor. Or maybe they are. Are they? Yeah, they are going to go straight for the tower. See, Glacius and Dead with the only 2 alive. Not the longest resurrections, you know, not the highest levels yet. So they are going to be back up. Corrupted Disciple up in about 10 seconds, actually. I don't know. I kind of feel like they really should have just gone for the Kongor. Yeah, because they weren't going to really force buybacks. They don't even get the tower kill. I don't know if that was the best decision by Ready for a Miracle, but in the end, I mean, they do win the fight. And clearly, I mean, Corrupted Disciple is having issues. That's back-to-back fights that we saw, and I'm sure even the one that we happened to miss with the lag out that we had. Another case, if he just gets jumped by Rally, that portal key proving to be the best pickup of this game even. He's jumped by Rally with the initiation, the follow-up from Engineer, and he just can't do anything about it. We see right here, once again, Corrupted Disciple diving in. The Shadow Storm coming outside, next time gonna hit though, doing a lot of damage. Kongor does go down. Who got it? Looks like Warbeast got it actually, took a life on him. Corrupted Disciple does end up going down. Loso trying to run away. He's gonna end up getting picked off here by Warbeast, and now Storyfooter's like, I gotta get out of here. He has a haste rune, but guess what? So does Warbeast with that ulti form. Not gonna chase him down though. In the end, turning things around, Aluna and Glacius off to the side. So yeah, as a team, it didn't seem like that, that Locomotives was all there ready to fight. Corrupted Disciple winning initially. Loso followed up pretty quickly, but the supporting cast after that really wasn't able to get there. But GG well plays are going to be called. They just did not want to give up Conqueror. They knew that would have been a really big deal, perhaps the nail in the coffin. They went for a fight, and it did not pay off in the end. So RFaM, Ready for a Miracle, takes game 1 over Locomotives. Like I said from the very beginning, I mean, this is a team that, you know, maybe we don't really know them too well as far as the team name, and you know, players maybe recognize a little bit, but you know, Locomotives here, they got some star power names themselves over here on the Hellborn side. But again, Ready for a Miracle. This is a team that I've had a good feeling about. It's maybe making something happen, making a splash here in the Diamond Division. So, hey, they do that game number 1. We'll see if they can keep it up. But game number 1 is in their favor overall. The lineup just perhaps even just a little bit stronger than Locomotives. And once they started pushing that bottom fight, you know. Think back at that game right there, what really did it in was that bottom fight earlier on in the game where they ended up getting, I think 2 or 3 kills, and they ended up pushing the tower as a result of that, and it just kind of started to get going from there for Ready for a Miracle. So Locomotive's not able to hold it off. They tried several times, not enough though. And in the end, it goes to RFaM. So ladies and gentlemen, going to take a short break as always. But definitely stay tuned because we'll have game number 2 going to be coming up.